Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu took to social media Wednesday to rebuke his Canadian counterpart Justin Trudeau after he urged Israel to show maximum restraint in its military operations in Gaza. In remarks shortly before a government announcement in British Columbia, Trudeau said the world was witnessing horrific events, including this killing of women and children, of babies. "This has to stop," Trudeau added. "The human tragedy that is unfolding in Gaza is heart-wrenching, especially the suffering we see in and around the Al-Shifa Hospital. I have been clear that the price of justice cannot be the continued suffering of all Palestinian civilians," Trudeau said. "Even wars have rules, all innocent life is equal in worth, Israeli and Palestinian. I urge the government of Israel to exercise maximum restraint," he added. Netanyahu pushed back on Trudeau's comments on X, formerly Twitter, saying Hamas was to blame for the horrific events Trudeau cited, not Israel. "It is not Israel that is deliberately targeting civilians but Hamas that beheaded, burned and massacred civilians in the worst horrors perpetrated on Jews since the Holocaust," Netanyahu wrote. The Israeli leader continued, "While Israel is doing everything to keep civilians out of harm's way, Hamas is doing everything to keep them in harm's way. Israel provides civilians in Gaza humanitarian corridors and safe zones, Hamas prevents them from leaving at gunpoint. It is Hamas not Israel that should be held accountable for committing a double war crime, targeting civilians while hiding behind civilians. The forces of civilization must back Israel in defeating Hamas' barbarism." In his remarks, Trudeau acknowledged that Hamas was using Palestinians as human shields and repeated his call that all hostages be released immediately and unconditionally, noting that Hamas has said that it would commit horrors like those on October 7 over and over. Trudeau will attend the annual summit of the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation Group or APEC beginning Wednesday in California, where he, U.S. President Joe Biden and other world leaders are set to discuss the conflict in the Middle East on the sidelines of the summit.